Oh, I was just randomly thinking, like, did y'all have any scare tactics within your relationship with the narcissist that you dated? So for my situation, I think towards the end, her family knew she was cheating on me. In the beginning, they knew she was going to cheat on me because for some reason my ex was weird. She would take pictures with the guy she dated in the same exact spot. And then she would put it on her Facebook. And then once she leaves one, she would obsess over the other one. That's why when we started dating, she was still looking at her ex's page or whatever the case may be. But the scare tactic, it was two different ones. One was that her uncle was going to kill me because he knew a cop within my city or whatever the case may be. And like, what? But anyway, the second scare tactic was they brought me over to help move for her uncle, and then the one of the cousins talked to me, and I think he was trying to basically highlight me on breaking up with people or whatever the case may be. Meanwhile, she's probably getting her back blown out by somebody else. But the funny thing was, it was like they made it so obvious. They made it so obvious. The aunt is making comments. The aunt on the other side is making other comments. They telling the mom is telling me, oh, that her friend is just like her. Yeah, because they're both narcissists. Like, it made it so obvious. So like them trying to sit here and scare tactic me or give me advice on some BS and telling me that a cop in my city was going to get me killed. I guess if I say something or if I talk up, if I speak or whatever the case may be. I'm not worried about that, but it was just funny. It was just dumb. Like I was a little bit. I was about to say I'm a little bit younger. I was a little bit different minded because I'm not where I am now mentally, but back then I kind of was just seeing everything unfold. And also I was noticing during that time I was noticing that I had so many narcissists around me, and I started to notice that I had narcissistic friends, and I had narcissistic what do you call it? And I had narcissists in my family. And I started learning about borderline personality disorder. And I started learning about personality disorders in general. But it was just funny how they really tried to like threaten me in a way. And then they, they'll sugarcoat it with like, oh yeah, you're a nice guy, but we try to threaten you, and they try to like, whatever, bro, like, fuck out of here, boy. And then if I would have died, I would just end up on the news thing, and they probably would have lied. Because she did a smear campaign on her thing saying that I abused her, which was a complete lie. I never hit a female in my life, but just the fact that her whole family knew what was going on, they didn't say nothing. That's how narcissistic families work. Like, they really out of pocket. Like, they really weird. You gotta be careful out here. You'll end up dying, you'll be on the news thing, and it'll be a false report. You know what I'm saying? And that's just me keeping it a buck. And it probably didn't help that I'm black and she white. I would have ended up on the thing like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, Joshua Blackwell, the abusive, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. And at that time I was in Joshdifferent, but Joshua Blackwell had, it's world crazy.